in the middle of the night, deep inside the villages of coastal Karnataka, thousands gather around a glowing serpent drawn on the earth itself. The drums grow louder, the air becomes heavier, and then someone stops being human. They say this ritual is not just worship. They say the serpent spirit arrives. This is Nagamandala. For outsiders, Nagamandala looks unbelievable. Men dressed like divine serpents dance through the night. Sacred patterns cover the ground. People pray with fear, devotion, and absolute faith. But this ritual is far older than modern religion itself. And according to local belief, disturbing the serpent spirits can destroy generations of a family. So what exactly is Nagamandala? Why do people spend lakhs organizing it? And what really happens during these midnight rituals? Nagamandala, also known as Nagaradhane, is one of the most sacred serpent worship rituals practiced in coastal Karnataka. But for the people here, snakes are not just animals. They are protectors, guardians of land, fertility, family, and ancestral blessings. Hidden between farms and forests, there are sacred serpent groves called Nagabanas. These places are believed to be the homes of divine serpent spirits. And after sunset, many villagers still avoid entering them alone. As night falls, preparations begin. A massive serpent design is created on the ground using natural colors. Every color has meaning. Every movement has purpose. And then, the dancers arrive. The performers are known as Vaidyas. But during Nagamandala, they are no longer seen as ordinary humans. One represents the male serpent, the other, the female serpent. Together, they reenact the divine union of the serpent deities. The dance continues for hours, sometimes until sunrise. And many devotees believe this is the exact moment the serpent spirit possesses the performer. In Tulunadu traditions, serpent worship is deeply connected to family destiny. Many believe angering serpent spirits can bring misfortune. And that is why families organize Nagamandala, not just for devotion, but for healing. But Nagamandala is not only about fear and rituals. It's also about community. Entire villages come together. Thousands are fed. People volunteer through the night. And no visitor leaves without prasada. In an age of smartphones, artificial intelligence, and modern cities, ancient rituals like Nagamandala still survive. Not because people are forced to believe, but because some traditions are too deeply rooted to disappear. Maybe it is faith. Maybe it is fear. Or maybe some mysteries were never meant to be fully understood. But deep in the nights of coastal Karnataka, the serpent gods are still worshipped. Would you witness Nagamandala alone at midnight?